You should stir some pigeons down at the local propagandist rag shop, the Advocate. Sack the lot of them and start again. It's like this. They're all guilty by association. They all knew then and all know now. How many people are aware that Alexandria Ocasio Cortez is already passing through Congress and the House a thing called the Defiance Act, relating to AI deepfake porn images and videos and material backed by none other than Paris Hilton, who was the victim of the One Night in Paris scandal and is the daughter of the Hilton Hotel Magnate, who is also a friend of D.J.Trump. It's all dead in the water. The White House washes on. What A.O.C is doing is legit, but you bet you're voting grey lead. It will be hijacked by the redacted gang, who have already tainted all the evidence at every level, adding names, fiddling the dates and fudging the numbers. We need a people's reset, not a digital one. While we're all stuck in the past with the handbrake on, wagging our fingers in disgust, who's actually doing anything to move forward and ensure there's never the opportunity for such corruption at every single level of government across the West again? Nobody worth sharpening the keynote pencil for, that's for sure. Remember who's been hanging about at Mar-a-Lago with the tech bros and billionaires who are sucking the world dry. If they want hell, let them be their own undoing. We have lives and communities to rebuild, and we can't do that with AI. We need to be better than the status quo. Walk away. We need to sack a lot of them. Come on. As if every single member of council isn't dirty in one way or another. Their little brown paper bags and property deals with land that doesn't even belong to them. With judges and lawyers and not all judges. I don't think all judges are bad. I think a lot of them are trying to do a good job in a bad situation. In a hijacked system. But the whole prosecution system, it's run by Masons, like Greg Richardson, who was an associate of Graham Sharkey, barristers and solicitors in Portland in Victoria, who I know Graham Sharkey, admitted in court, straight to the judge, right in front of me, in my case against Sergeant Stephen Kesselis, that I think we're all guilty of maybe having one or two too many and leaving with fogged up windows and waving around the road as we leave the lodge on a Friday night, quote unquote. It's crooked. It's all crooked. Sacked a lot of them. I think they're all dead in the water. I think it's done. I think it's all done. The whole system, it's done. The only thing holding it together really is our perception that there is a system that holds it together. Because there's not. It's all a deception. We're deceived. We've been deceived by the entirety of the control mechanisms, the hierarchy of control. From the trilateral committee down. Right down to local members, council. But it's also compartmentalised. None of them know that they're a cog in a horrible machine. Well, some of them don't. At this point, it's like this. They're all guilty by association. They all know. Everyone knows. Constabulary. Like, crikeys, council, state parliament, federal parliament, right up into the upper echelons of the World Economic Forum and United Nations and Unidroit, the banking sector. They all know it's corrupt. They all know that people are doing dodgy deals, but they're all too scared to blow the whistle. If you will not come clean off of from your own conscience and you choose to stay in that system, you're guilty by association. Exactly the same as it works for us. If you go with somebody and sit in the car while they do a burg, you're guilty by association. You're guilty. Why? You was there. You knew about it. You did and said nothing. You could have got out of the car and left.